I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was kind of debating to myself while I was writing my final, like, 30 minutes ago, do I want to make a video about the St. Louis Blues and their meltdown, how Chad Johnson is on waivers, how Sanford and Bortuzzo were fighting each other in practice and it was all because of Pettersson yesterday? That's probably not true, but I decided against it. I don't really want to talk about teams while they're in their downfall in this context because it's just so bad what's going on over there right now and I don't really want to dance on their grave. So, with that being said, let's talk about the newest Utica Comet. This guy was signed to a professional tryout yesterday by the Vancouver Canucks AHL affiliate team, the Utica Comets, and he's got the best beard in hockey, he's got a really good hockey name, and overall, he's just the most hockey player that I've ever seen. This is Colton Saucerman. Yeah, that's his last name. Saucerman. That is awesome. That is the most hockey-sounding last name I have ever heard, and I love it. Also, if you take a look at this guy's physical appearance, I'm usually not one to judge anybody when it comes to physical appearance, but this guy has got probably the best beard I've seen in a while. This guy looks like Johnny Canuck if I've ever seen anybody resemble Johnny Canuck before. Colton Saucerman is a 5'9", right-handed defenseman who just played in the ECHL for the Idaho Steelheads. He's coming into the Utica Comets system as a 26-year-old because the Utica Comets have so many injured defensemen. Olli Juolevi is one of them. Jalin Chatfield is injured too. And recently, Ashton Sautner got himself injured as well after he got hit in the head, basically, by Tangradi of the Bingham Senators. It was really ugly, and Tangradi actually put up an apology on Twitter, but overall, the Utica Comets grabbed themselves a right-handed D-man to cover up for all the missing defensemen on their lineup. Colton Saucerman is a guy who hasn't necessarily had too much opportunity in the AHL. He's had a few loans here and there. Overall, throughout his AHL career, he has 5 total points in 17 games. Those 5 points are all assists. But if you go over to his ECHL stats, it actually becomes quite impressive. In 136 ECHL games played, he has 88 points and 74 assists. That's pretty good, honestly. Obviously, it's not what you would expect out of somebody to eventually go into the AHL and make the NHL, but he's a player who could probably help out the Comets with his massive amount of experience playing in the professional leagues. Not to mention, he had a really good run with the NCAA. Which team, you may ask? Well, he actually played for Northeastern for 4 years, and his last year playing with the Northeastern University Huskies was the debut year of Adam Gaudette. So Colton Saucerman is actually a teammate of Gaudette, which is cool. Playing in the NCAA, Saucerman netted himself a total of 64 points in 140 games played. Not bad for a 5'9" defenseman. So that's basically it. I mean, I kind of just wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about this really cool looking player that the Comets got on the PTO. There's no substance to this video or anything. I'm not claiming to making this video as a huge statement of quality. Nah, this is just me spitting, talking about things that I want to talk about. I didn't want to talk about St. Louis because that's just depressing. So instead, we got ourselves the best beard in hockey, arguably the best name in hockey, and the fact that he's coming to Utica. So that's your quick little update on the Comets, I guess. Colton Saucerman, I hope he has a great time over here. Hopefully he spends a little bit more than a few games because he looks like a gem of a hockey player just from everything that we've seen. But whatever happens, I hope Juolevi, Chatfield, and Sautner come back soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this miniature plus and gaming, and bye.